What's up, guys? Cwesolo here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to upgrade your Unreal Engine 4 project to Unreal Engine 5. As you know, Unreal Engine 5 just released the other day. I believe it was on Tuesday, and it's out now, so you can go and download it and install it. I'd suggest doing that as soon as you possibly can. There's a lot of really cool new features in the engine, and if you plan on upgrading your project, you're probably going to want to do this soon, because the longer you wait, the more updates that are going to come out for UE5, and the less compatible your project most likely is going to become with the newer versions of the engine. So I suggest trying to get this done as soon as possible. But there are a few things that we have to do to get our project ready for upgrading this to Unreal Engine 5. So we're going to go through and do that real quick. We're going to be upgrading my project today, the Amazing Ball. Wishlisted on Steam. There'll be a link in the description to do that. And so yeah, we're going to be upgrading my project today, and we're going to go ahead and get it over from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5, and I'm going to go over some of the things that you might have to do to get your project into the new engine and getting it up working. First things first, before you even try getting your project over, make sure that any assets that you have that are in your project are compatible with Unreal Engine 5. I know that since it just came out, a lot of assets are stating that they are not compatible yet. You may want to test this in a separate project, just as I did for my maze creator. So I'm going to open up the Epic Games Launcher here, and I'm going to show you guys what you might want to check over before you go ahead and decide to start updating your project and bringing it over to Unreal Engine 5. So let's just get into this. When the Epic Games Launcher loads up and opens, you'll see this nice little thing saying Unreal Engine 5 is now available. You're going to want to go over to your library and hit New Versions and make sure you install 5.0. I already have this installed, so we're all good to go here. Make sure you check your assets and make sure that they're compatible. So for example, if I say wanted to bring over auto settings, you're going to want to check and make sure that it is up to date with the new version. If it's not, I wouldn't suggest upgrading your project straight away. You may want to wait until it is available, your asset that you're using or assets are compatible with Unreal Engine 5, or you can try making a test project and making sure that your asset will indeed work despite it not saying that it can. My maze creator is not compatible with Unreal Engine 5 or 4.27 either. But it does work in Unreal Engine 5, so I know that I am good to upgrade my project with respect to this asset. This asset's only good for 4.26, but I do know that it works in Unreal Engine 5 because I have tested the asset to make sure. So we're good there. Another thing you're going to want to keep note of is if you have any C++ code, you may run into some issues if you're running some legacy, if you're referencing some legacy stuff from older engines that is depreciated. There is a huge list of things that are depreciated in the Unreal Engine 5 engine, so you're going to really want to make sure that you're not referencing anything like that, or that you are getting rid of that stuff now and changing over those references to a new updated format before you upgrade. So something else that you want to keep in mind here also is if you have the DLSS plugin, if you're running DLSS in your project, that is not compatible with Unreal Engine 5 yet. You may want to wait, or if you're not seriously using it yet in your graphics settings screen or other places in your project, you may just want to disable the plugin and just get rid of it out of your project for now until we have a new version of the DLSS plugin available for Unreal Engine 5. I tried getting the preview version of the plugin to work with Unreal Engine 5. It did not work in the official release, so it seems that we're going to have to wait for a new version, but that's okay. So let's get into our project. Let's get all that DLSS stuff out of there, and let's get it over to Unreal Engine 5. So let's do that. It's not going to be too hard, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to launch 4.26. We're going to just launch the project straight away from right here. Alright, so once the project gets opened, we're going to need to change a couple things and get rid of some stuff that is referencing DLSS, so that way we can get it over into the new engine. First things first, I know that I have some references to DLSS in my save game to make sure that we're able to apply it to the graphic settings and be able to save all that stuff in one single place. So we're going to go over to the save game, and as you can see, we have a DLSS save here. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Otherwise, we're going to have some problems when we try to get it over. We can close this out. That's probably the only reference that I have, but we're going to go quickly check the graphics settings screen just to make sure that there are no references there either, but I don't think I got that far. So let's go ahead and check that just to make sure. Go over the graph, make sure any DLSS stuff here. Nope. It's unlikely that it's going to be in any of these other functions, so we should be fine. Nope, no DLSS. So we're good. We can close this out, and then all you have to do is go up to the edit, plugins, search DLSS, disable that, restart, and then when your project's done loading, you'll be all good. You're going to get the screen again. You can close this out just to make sure that we have indeed disabled it. It is no longer enabled, so let's go ahead and close that out. We're going to go ahead and save our project and exit. Now from here, we can open up the Unreal Engine 5. I have a nice little icon on my desktop, or we can load it on from here. We're going to click launch, and then it's going to open this up. And then once you get to the screen, you'll be able to upgrade your project. Now, there are a few recommendations that I have here. So, when you go to click on your project, you're going to have your project right here. Whatever one of your project is that you're using, just click on it. So we're going to click on the amazing ball right here. We're going to go ahead and click open, and you're going to be given a few options. We're going to go ahead and look at more options here because there are several options that you have. You have open a copy, convert in place, skip conversion, or cancel. So since there are new features in the engine, you are definitely going to want to open up a copy. If you already have a copy made and you are opening that copy, you can go ahead and convert in place. If you don't have if you don't have a copy that is made, you are going to need to open a copy. I suggest not converting in place. This may break your project if you don't have a backup of it. So don't do that. You don't want to ruin your days, weeks, months, or years of progress in a single go. So we're going to want to open a copy. Note that if you have any C++ code in there, you may need to change that, as I mentioned before. A quick troubleshooting tip is you can go, if you really want to make sure that stuff works, or if you have any C++ code that you're unsure if it's going to be compatible, or just a general troubleshooting step if it doesn't copy, you can go over to your project and when you get it converted over, delete the solution and delete anything that has to be do with Visual Studio, just not the code. So delete the .vs script here. You could probably get rid of you could get rid of the VS script. And that's probably about it. There are probably a few other things you can get rid of too. But just, if you want, you can go ahead and click on this, or right-click on this, and generate Visual Studio project files. And after you deleted all the Visual Studio project files, you can regenerate them. Don't get rid of your source code. These will not be regenerated if you delete them and you regenerate the Visual Studio project. So be sure to not delete these. You're going to want these. So yeah. Other than that, you'll be all set. So let's just create a copy. We'll go ahead and create the copy real quick, and this is going to take some time, so we're going to go ahead and time lapse this. As you can see, everything's done compiling, or well, the shaders are done, and I can see that some stuff's going a little weird here. It looks like the sun's been moved, and it looks like some other stuff's going on. But as we can see, the project is indeed in the game, and it looks like lighting needs to be rebuilt because stuff was moved around. Yeah. There are a few things that you may want to consider when you upgrade your project to Unreal Engine 5. Some of those things may be converting your static meshes to nanite, changing your lighting system to lumen, and probably a few other things that you may want to take a look into to get your project up to date and ready to go to be worked on in the new engine. Those are a few things that you can do to get your project up to date, but that is completely on you, and that may be a topic for another video. But yeah, so once you get your project updated to Unreal Engine, you're going to really want to make sure that you test everything and make sure everything is working properly. This is very important to do because you don't know if something's broken or you need to change things. So you may want to check over everything, test all the levels in your game, test your menus, test your player characters, test your AIs, test just about everything to make sure everything's all set as a standard practice of upgrading your game to the newest version of Unreal Engine. Other than that, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it helpful. Please do leave a like, comment if you have any questions, and be sure to hit that subscribe button also, and hit the bell icon right next to that, so that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, be sure to make sure you do subscribe, because I will be live streaming on the channel Unreal Engine 5 stuff, and there's going to be a lot more Unreal Engine 5 videos coming to the channel over the course of the next forever. So as we cover more of Unreal Engine and I start making tutorials on Unreal Engine, most of the new tutorials will probably be in Unreal Engine 5 from here on out. There's no reason to make tutorials for Unreal Engine 4 since Unreal Engine 4 is going to probably be unsupported very soon. So be sure to upgrade, if possible, up to Unreal Engine 5 as soon as possible. Like I stated at the beginning of the video, you're going to want to get this done soon, because as the engine updates, the more incompatible your Unreal Engine 4 projects are going to be with Unreal Engine 5. So be sure to do that as soon as you possibly can. I understand if you have to wait for plugins and stuff to be updated, or you have to wait for your assets to be updated as well. That is understandable, but try to get it done soon, because you never know what update's going to break things. So yeah, and like I said, be sure to make sure you check over everything in your game and make sure that it's all set to go in the new engine. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a great day, and peace out.